Hey everybody, it's Tony the Blacksmithing Gamer, and here we do everything from blacksmithing to 3D printing to bring the things inside the video games into the real world. This week, Immortals Fenyx Rising comes out, and with that, we are making the Tempered Blade of Achilles. Let's get started. I'll show you how we made it. So we got the first piece of the Immortals Fenyx Rising Tempered Sword of Achilles started. We're just loading it up into the slicer. We have scaled it to about 900%, so if you're going to want the same size that I make in this video, 900% is what I scaled it to. And yeah, let's send it off to the 3D printer and get it started. It'll be probably about a 6-hour print. Alright, so we got the first pieces of the Tempered Blade of Achilles starting to come out of the 3D printer. So we have the blade portion and the handle portion, and I'm going to take off the support material and start gluing it all together with some 2-part epoxy, which I have to dig out. So let's get started removing the support material and then we'll glue it all together. So I will say, it's not the most amazing horse ever, But it's one of those things that, one of the main reasons I actually started this YouTube channel is to really develop as a artist, and whether that's 3D design or blacksmithing, it's really just an excuse for me to practice my 3D design and practice my blacksmithing on a regular basis. So I feel like I've definitely grown mostly in 3D design in the last year, and that's mostly because blacksmithing has been put on hold for me. And you know, there's a couple reasons for that I won't get into right now, but 3D printing has kind of really been my focus as of late. And you know, it's not the most amazing horse, but I still got a little bit of cleanup to do on him, but I think I'm getting better. So you know, not my most intricate design, but what I've always struggled with is the helmets and kind of human-like sculptures and animal-like sculptures. So you know, I'll consider this a progress check mark in this year's experience. So you know, make sure when you're doing stuff that you enjoy, whether it's as a hobby, just make sure you're pushing yourself. I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm considering this a win. So let's assemble the rest of the sword. We got the blade gluing up here, and we got the other half of the handle here, and let's clean this up. I have a little I'll call it a puzzle piece connection that it's just going to slide together with the other half of the handle, and well, I'll just show you when we get this part all cleared up. So let's get to it. Alright, so we have the handle all cleaned up, ready to go. I do have it fitted together here. Basically just, I'm going to be gluing it, sticking it together like that, and then the blade portion is going to go inside here, and then we'll get to paint. Let's get going. Alright, so we got the blade portion. I just tried to test fit it in with the handle. It's a little bit too thick, so I'm just going to take it to the grinder here and just shave off just the littlest amount, just so it fits in there and we can glue it all in. Let's get going. Alrighty, so we have the Tempered Blade of Achilles from Immortals. Why do I have so much trouble with this name? Immortals Fenyx Rising. And it's all printed, ready to go. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding on it still. Then I'll be giving it a coat of paint, gold specifically. And we'll let it dry, then we'll do some finished detail work. So let's get going on the sanding and then paint. Alright, so we got the Tempered Blade of Achilles, all painted up, ready to go. I'm just going to add some detail work, specifically the jewel. I'm going to paint the blade portion of things and just give it a little bit of touch up here and there. And then we'll show you the finished product. Let's get to painting. I'm going to use some acrylic paint. Let's go. Alright, so we have the Tempered Blade of Achilles all painted up now. I'm just going to get the handle wrap on with these leather pieces and we'll be done. Let's wrap the handle. So a few things about the Tempered Blade of Achilles. It is made out of 4 parts. I did 3D print it. The files, if you didn't know, are in the link down below. For all the joints, I used 2-part epoxy just to glue it up. This one kind of comes in like a puzzle piece, just so it kind of slides together, gives it even more of a hold. Then I just painted it gold as a base color, and then white and blue for the edges, just like it is in the game. If you enjoyed this build and want to see something else from a different video game, leave me a comment in the comments down below. I'm always looking for good ideas, so feel free to drop that on down there. One thing I've always struggled with is animals and people in terms of 3D design, so I'm pretty happy how this handle turned out, actually, especially specifically the pommel. That actually looks like a horse, I might say. So you know, I would say that you know, it's another step in my 3D design journey. Happy how that turned out. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button down there below if you want to help support me. Or if you want to follow me in any of these social media websites, you can get daily updates on the projects I'm working on. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tony, the Blacksmithing Gamer, where every week we're making things from the games we love.